Hello, Facebook fans. I'm Julie, the marketing manager here at Folica, and today I'm speaking with Noelle. She is one of our buyers. She specializes in hair care, wet goods, and she knows probably about everything there is to know about dry shampoo. We're really excited. This is our first live stream, so if you want, you can log in and ask us questions. That'd be great. We'll get to them at the end. Okay, so Noelle, dry shampoo has been around since the 70s. But I feel like a lot of people aren't using it. What do you think is holding them back and keeping them from just going at it with dry shampoo?
Loving dry shampoo. Yeah, I think the biggest concern is that people are afraid of that white powder residue that can build up in your hair. And that happens when you're not applying the product correctly. Also, more recently, you've seen a lot of brands show up with dry shampoos, and they've put a lot of time and effort into the ingredients and the formulation. So you're going to find those dry shampoos that are translucent, that don't add that white residue, that can be used on all hair colors.
Okay, so there's just a lot more out there then, basically.
There absolutely is.
So, I mean, that's one of the biggest questions we get is which ones work best for which hair types? Like using these as an example.
Well, I think that when you're talking about dry shampoo, the first thing is how do you want to apply it? There's three major types. The first type is the aerosol can. I don't know if you guys can see it. This is by Oscar Blondie. It's a volumizing dry shampoo. And this is an aerosol, so you just spray it onto the roots about 6 to 8 inches from your hair, and then you massage it into your hair. We also have the powder, which is just through a nozzle of some sort. This one's really cool. It's by Chlorane. It's a natural dry shampoo, very gentle. And what you do is you twist the cap, and it's kind of got a hole right here. And then you spray it over your head. I don't know if you can see it. And then it falls into your hair, and you massage it into your hair.
I don't know. I guess it's not.
Here.
That's fun.
Can you see it?
Oh, yeah, there you go. You can see it now.
So you're going to spray it towards close to your head, and then you're going to massage it in. They also have, this is the newest technology out there on dry shampoos, and it's a brush applicator. So you have the dry shampoo at the bottom, and this is Ambiance, which is a newer line that we've added last year, and it's color formula, so you can match your color type. So it's blonde, brunette, black, and then they have a white. And so this is through a brush applicator. So you're going to dispense it over your head, and you're going to brush it in similar to like a blush brush. You're just going to brush it into your roots. And then, again, what I prefer, the brush will allow you to kind of spread it evenly. But again, I still love to massage it into your hair, kind of get it to absorb those oils.
Now, okay, so you talk about putting it into the root. Is there any reason to kind of apply it all over?
Absolutely, and you'll find that especially with the aerosols that we have out there, that people use it as kind of an all-over refresher. So midday, when you're going out on that date in the evening, you're going to want to refresh your hair. You don't want to go home and do the whole shampoo and blow dry and all over again. So this an aerosol can is great because you can just apply it all over. It's going to add texture and volume to your hair, and it helps that you don't have to go home and start all over.
So kind of going back a little bit, what exactly does the dry shampoo do to your hair?
The dry shampoo actually absorbs the oils in your hair. So your scalp emits oils, and it kind of runs down the shaft of your hair. When you spray or you apply a dry shampoo, it's going to absorb those oils in your hair by massaging it, and it's going to keep you from your hair looking flat and heavy and overly shiny and oily.
Yeah. Can you use too much dry shampoo?
You absolutely can use too much dry shampoo. You're going to start feeling a little like your hair feeling really gritty, and that's kind of when you've kind of overdone it. So my suggestion would be apply a little, massage, see how it looks, see how it feels, and then you can continue to reapply if you need to. And again, all over is great. Kind of just adds a great fragrance.
Yeah, so this isn't it's not a replacement for shampoo. You still
Absolutely
have
not.
to
But it's an in-between for shampoo.
Okay.
So they say that shampooing isn't great. You shouldn't shampoo your hair every day because you're stripping those oils that you naturally create, and it dries out and damages your hair. So shampoo is a great in between, and people can go 3 to 4 days with it. It's also great to be used as when you go and get a blowout at your salon. It'll prolong that blowout. So if you get a blowout on Saturday, you can use your dry shampoo Sunday and Monday and still have that great, beautiful, bouncy, full blowout. You can also use it again for midday in the evenings to refresh your hair, or after the gym. It's a great tool to use. And then, it also adds volume and texture to your hair. So you can use it in the beginning of the day. After you blow dry your hair, you add that in. It's going to give you lots of volume and texture.
I know I sometimes, I have really thin hair, so if I shampoo it, when I go to style it, it's really it kind of lays really flat, and I've used the shampoo to give it a little bit more texture.
Absolutely, and you'll feel it in the roots, and your hair will kind of sit up a little bit higher.
Nice. Do you want to go through some of the brands that we have here?
Absolutely. So I was talking about how a lot of the brands these days have different ingredients and components. This is Oscar Blondie. This was one of the first ones that really touted the invisible dry shampoo in an aerosol can. It's got a great lemon fragrance that's great for for both sexes. You have the chlorine, which is gentle. It's an extra gentle shampoo. It has oat milk in it, which will soften the hair. Nice. Our newest addition to our assortment is Alternative Bamboo Style. So this is also a translucent aerosol dry shampoo, but it doesn't have any of the parabens, gluten, sodium chloride that can harm your hair, that people tend to look towards having products without those ingredients. And I'm really excited because in a few months we're going to be adding a new brand called Simply Smooth, and this one actually has keratin in it, so it replenishes the keratin in your hair. So, and keratin is such a popular ingredient right now, creating strength in your hair. So we're really excited about adding this brand.
Nice. Okay, great. So then we're going to go to some of the questions that we've been getting. Okay, my hair is light. Which one do you recommend that won't leave the white residue?
Again, I would recommend ones that have the translucent, talk about translucent components. So the Oscar Blondie or the Bamboo Alterna Style are the two choices that I would recommend if you're concerned about your blonde hair showing the powder.
Most hair products have like a flowery scent. Which ones do you recommend for men?
Well, there's a lot of them. The great thing about dry shampoos is they're not so flowery. Even the Oscar Blondie has kind of a lemon fragrance, so it's light and fresh. But I really feel like this Bamboo Style is a fragrance that men actually would enjoy. Its base component is bamboo and blue yucca root, and it's a very natural fragrance. But then you also have the Blow Pro Faux Dry Shampoo, which is one of our biggest sellers. And this one doesn't really have a fragrance at all.
Oh, nice. And the bottle's so small that it's like easy to...
It's easy. You can keep it in your cabinet, in your bathroom. It's got a cool little nozzle that blows out.
Nice. Great. Okay, there are so many different kinds. Which is more popular, the aerosol or powder?
We're finding that the aerosols are more popular nowadays because sometimes with the powder it can be a little messy and hard to handle, and people are afraid of putting it on their hair and dumping it out and having a mess. What I would say is that with any dry shampoo that you use, you really want to make sure that you're absorbing, you're massaging your hair, just giving yourself a 1-minute massage to absorb those oils, and you'll love the results of that.
Okay, so dry shampoos can be expensive. I've heard of people using baby powder. Is that something that you would recommend?
Well, baby powder is certainly going to give you that white residue. I have heard of it, and that was kind of in the past when there wasn't an alternative to absorb that oil. It's made of talc, which is dry and can dry out your hair. So I wouldn't suggest using baby powder on your hair. It's not going to give you the same results, and it's going to give you that white residue that you're not looking for.
Okay, can dry shampoo be used with heat styling tools?
They certainly can. I mean, they're not related to each other. So you can shower and blow dry your hair and flat iron it, or curling iron, or hot rollers. And then at the end of your style, that's when you want to apply the dry shampoo if you want more texture and lift. Or you can just save it for the later in the day to use it to kind of refresh. But you can certainly use them together.
Great. So you recommend getting a dry shampoo and trying it out?
I have one in my gym bag, at my desk, at home. I love dry shampoo.
Nice. Okay, well, thanks so much for talking to us, Noelle. I hope we've answered all your questions. If we haven't, you can comment on our Facebook wall, and we'll get you the answer.
Thank you.
Thanks. Bye.